want to talk about the self-care tactic of the sunshine. The recommendation scientifically is to get between 5 to 15 minutes minimum of sun any given day. Our body physically needs sunshine to produce certain things in our system, and when we neglect to get that little bit of sunlight, it can have negative effects on our health, our mental health, and that will ripple out and affect us in other areas of our life. So you might have trouble doing this specific one depending on what part of the world you're in, what time of day, or the weather that's happening in your place. But we'll talk a little bit about alternatives near the end. So I want to talk about 5 minutes of sunshine and what a benefit that will do for you. So as you can see, it's bright and sunny where I am. I got it full on in the face. I'm in my backyard. My kids are running about doing their thing. The neighborhood is moving around, and I'm stopping for 5 minutes to get some of this beautiful, fabulous sunshine. So I put my timer on today. We're going to start that right now. 5 minutes is going to let me know when that is up, and there's my minimum of 5 minutes a day. Now, I'm sure some of you heard the benefits of sunshine. It really has an influence on your serotonin levels, and serotonin helps boost your mood. It influences your happiness. They call sunshine, a happy. I don't know exactly the specific place I'm going to think about because I'm thinking of vitamin D, the happy vitamin. But serotonin helps push that energy, that lightness. So if you're lacking exposure to sun, sometimes that really does impact your mood and can create things like seasonal disorder. I once had a job where I was working inside with absolutely no windows, and I got really depressed in the winter because I would arrive and it was dark, and I'd leave and it was dark. So seasonal disorder is something that you get depressed or sad in the darker periods of the seasons. The other thing about serotonin is it helps your body recognize and regulate when to produce melatonin. And melatonin is essential for your sleep cycle. So if you're lacking serotonin from the sunshine, then you're probably having issues with your sleep because your body is going, okay, when am I supposed to be putting you down? I don't have the serotonin to help give you that boost, so I know when the opposite of that is. So serotonin and melatonin work hand in hand. So that is one basic element that can help you when you're getting that exposure to sunshine. Another thing to think about is vitamin D. And as I had mentioned earlier, the little slip up, it's known to be the happy vitamin because we get a lot of it from the sun. And with vitamin D, that is something that's essential to help our body fight depression, but also it plays a role in our bone health and in our circulation. Some studies have even linked it to a contributing factor to weight loss. So again, I don't know the depths of these studies or if it's maybe the exposure to the outdoor exercise increased the vitamin D in their clients or the people they're following, but it is out there as a potential benefit of sun exposure. There's also the World Health Organization has said that sunshine helps reduce eczema and psoriasis, which are really frustrating skin issues, as well as rheumatoid arthritis or thyroiditis. Things like that can be reduced with more exposure to sun. One of my basic reasons is I love the sun simply because of how warm it makes me feel. It warms me, it cuts through my skin, well, in a warming effect, and then just fills me on the inside. I get that core sensation of warmth, kind of like I'm being hugged and held in, like a warm blanket. My cats love the sunshine. They will find whatever sunshine spot they can and lay there soaking it in. I know when I was pregnant, I craved the sun, and I would follow a sunbeam as it moved in my living room, sitting on the floor, just inching as it went throughout the afternoon. So for myself, that warmth, that feeling of the sun on my skin, that I really love that. And it does lift me up just simply for that reason. If you are struggling to access the sun, as I said, that time I had that job when I worked inside with no access to windows. There are things called light boxes, or you can go tanning. Certain kinds of light bulbs are required though, and they will help give you some of the effects of sunshine. They'll give you some of the vitamins and some of the warming feeling. But again, these are things that you need to use with moderation and awareness because it's artificial. There are also foods that will contain things like vitamin D, and you can get that in a lot of meats, but also fatty fish, I believe, contains them. Mushrooms, as someone who is a big fan of mushrooms, that's where I get a lot of my vitamin D. And there's a lot of vitamin D added to foods. A lot of fortification happens, and supplements get put in. That's another area you can get your vitamin D, your artificial sunshine is supplements. You can get them in vitamins, or you can get them in the smoothie powders, or things that kind of complete your dietary needs. So my alarm's telling me it's been 5 minutes in the sun. You listen to me talk about the benefits of the sunshine for a whole 5 minutes. So give yourself an excuse to just stand out in the sun, even if it's just to check your messages leaning against a wall, laying a blanket out on the grass, going for a walk around the block. As long as you're taking in some of that sunshine, 5 minutes in the sun can really make a difference for you. So thank you for tuning in, and tune in tomorrow for Self-Care Day 3.